All right, hello and welcome. Right here with ClickMail. In this video, we're going to continue talking about the mindset of a successful project manager. Now, one of the ways that project managers must be able to think is analytically. And the reason we need to be able to think analytically is because we have to look at data. We have to have data-driven decision making. When we're a project manager, we cannot just, lick our finger and put it up in the air and say, this feels like a good choice to me. Let's do that. Because there's no evidence to tell us whether or not that is going to be successful. And that is a high risk way to make a decision. Now, here at ClickMail, when I consult with clients or I work with interns, I explain that type of decision making as what I call pickle pop. It's a pickle pop decision making process. And this is what I mean by that. When I say, as Brett, I have a great idea, and this is how many businesses are started, this is how many products and services are started that fail. I say, I have a great idea. And I lick my finger and I put it in the air. I say, this is something no one has ever done. I am going to go to the store. I'm going to go to Sam's Club, and I'm going to get the biggest jars of pickles. I'm going to get the big giant jars, and I'm going to take them home. I'm going to open them. I'm going to throw away all the pickles, and I'm going to take that pickle juice and I'm going to pour them into little cups, and I'm going to put in little popsicle sticks, and I'm going to freeze them, and I'm going to get a stand, and I'm going to go put it out there next to the road, and I'm going to sell pickle pops on a hot day. It's brilliant. Nobody's ever thought about it. That would be the greatest thing ever. I love pickles. I love pickle juice. And this is a great idea. This is a pickle pop idea, and you already know where this is going. You're going to take that thing out onto the road, and you're never going to sell a nickel's worth of pickle pops because why? It's gross. And to my surprise, I've been using this example for years. They actually exist on the internet. You can buy them. It's shocking. But all of that to say, most ideas are bad ideas. And that's just the way it works. It is the minority of ideas that work really well. And so when we're making decisions with project managements, when we're making pivots, we need to look at data that actually shows us evidence that that is going to be a functional decision. And so when we look at data, and we have a course coming out here shortly on Introduction to Digital Data, where we go way into this, if you'll really enjoy that, if this is a skill that you need to develop. But when we look at the data will give us direction as to what people are doing. And an example of this over here at ClickMill is, we have 50,000 hits on our website every month. Well, what do those people want? Oh, I have a great idea. And then I start offering pickle pops and banners to every blog viewer, 50,000 a month, and I'm still going to sell zero. So I can't have an idea. How do I come up with what the audience wants? What the audience wants is whatever they tell me they want. So what I can do is I can start testing and gathering data. How about I have a banner with a course platform? How about I have a banner with a free ebook or a digital download or a PDF or a free consultation or something? And you just try those back to back to back, and the data will speak for itself. People will tell you what they want based on the data. And then I just look at the data and I say, oh, look, 5,000 people signed up for this, and only 7 for that, and 6 for that, and 10 for that. How about we go with the one that's got 5,000 good results? And that is a data-based decision. I don't have to guess, if 1 in 100 ideas are a good idea, the 99 are pickle pops. So let's just throw that out. That's not going to work. And that's actually, the actual number is 9 out of 10 startup businesses fail in the first 5 years. Why? Because they have a product or service that nobody wants. That's a very hard thing to do because ideas, most of them don't work. So let's throw out just coming up with ideas, and let's let the audience or the data direct us into the decision of the functional ideas, because it's not what I think the audience wants. It's what the audience actually wants. And there's a difference there. What I think they want may be totally different from what they really want. And that's the difference between a good idea and a non-functional idea. Now, when we're looking at the data, it directs us to the most functional decisions. So when we make the decision, when we tell the team, well, let's do this, Why do we do it based on the data? Because it gives us a higher likelihood of having a successful outcome. And so when we do this, we can do this inside of projects for any number of reasons, but I would say most specifically, when we're looking at data, we're looking at feedback from the prior project. And then we're saying, well, based on the data and the times and the resources, I thought it was going to take 50 hours, but it took 150 hours. And then you see that for 3 or 4 or 5 projects. Now I'm looking at the data, and the data is telling me I need to plan another 100 hours for every single project like this. And then what? I need to tell that to the management team. I need to tell that to the fulfillment team. The clients need to know that because that's going to increase the prices. And now we're looking and we're making decisions based on the data so that every time we do another project, we're getting more and more exact with our approach. And that is, again, a analytic or data-based way of thinking. So analytic thinking, data thinking, data decision making, data-based decision making is very important when considering the mindset of a project manager. So thank you so much for being here with me in this course. In the next video, we're going to be talking about risk management and risk mitigation. So thanks so much for being in this video. I'll see you in the next one.